Success isn't given, it's built. Hour by hour, rep by rep, grind by grind. Most people wait. You work. While they make excuses, you make progress. While they hesitate, you push forward. Because you know the truth, success belongs to those who show up when no one's watching. But before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a video that fuels your mindset and pushes you toward greatness. Now let's get into it. It's time to put in the hours. The defining line between those who reach the top and those who remain stagnant is not talent, luck, or circumstance. It's commitment. The ones who succeed don't wait for motivation, inspiration, or a perfect moment. They understand that progress is built in the trenches of consistency, in the hours no one sees, in the sacrifices others aren't willing to make. There are no secret formulas, no effortless paths, no shortcuts. It's just you, your discipline, and the choice you make every single day to show up or to stay the same. Let me make this clear. Wanting success is easy. Dreaming about a better life, a stronger body, a thriving career, or financial freedom, that costs nothing. The real price is paid in the work, in the hours you invest when it's hard, when you're exhausted, when quitting seems like the easier option. Kobe Bryant once said, "Rest at the end, not in the middle." That's the mindset of champions. They don't negotiate with themselves. They don't let feelings dictate their effort. They show up and put in the hours because they know that's the only way to rise above mediocrity. Success is indifferent to how you feel. It doesn't care if you're tired, discouraged, or uncomfortable. It doesn't reward potential. It rewards execution. The world is full of people with big ideas and small habits. People who talk about what they'll achieve one day, but never take the steps to get there. They say they want to be great, but when the work gets tough, they retreat. And years later, when they look back, they wonder why they never made it. The answer is simple. They weren't willing to push past the pain, to stay in the fight when it was inconvenient. But those who do, those who commit, who grind, who embrace discomfort as the price of success, they build something real. They earn the right to look back with pride, knowing they put in the time, the effort, the sweat. When others quit, they pressed on. When the path was steep, they climbed anyway, and that's why they win. So if you want to be successful, truly successful, there's only one answer. Put in the hours, every single day. Show up when no one else will. Work when it's lonely. Push forward when every part of you wants to stop. Because in the end, that's what separates the elite from everyone else. Waiting for the perfect moment is the fastest way to waste your potential. Success isn't about ideal circumstances or everything aligning just right. It's about showing up, day in and day out, even when you don't feel like it. Especially when you don't feel like it. The ones who make it to the top aren't the ones who only work when they're inspired. They're the ones who push through resistance, who put in the effort when motivation is nowhere to be found. Because they understand a simple truth. If you only work when you feel good, you'll never achieve anything great. What separates the elite from everyone else isn't talent, intelligence, or luck. It's work ethic. The best in any field aren't always the most naturally gifted. They're the ones who refuse to be outworked. If you want to be a leader, you have to lead with your actions. If you want to be the best, you have to be willing to do what others won't. That means putting in the hours while others are resting, training while others are distracted, learning while others are wasting time. It means sacrificing short-term comfort for long-term success. As Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson puts it, success isn't always about greatness. It's about consistency. Consistent hard work leads to success. Greatness will come. Every hour you invest in yourself is a deposit in your future. Every moment spent refining your craft, building discipline, and expanding your knowledge is like stacking bricks towards something bigger than yourself. You might not see the results right away, but trust the process. They are coming. And when they do, they'll be far greater than you ever imagined. But that's exactly where most people fail. They want the rewards without the sacrifice. They crave success but aren't willing to pay the price. And so, year after year, they stay stuck, trapped in the cycle of wishing, hoping, and waiting for something to change. They chase shortcuts, hoping for an easier way. But the truth is, nothing worth having comes easy. The ones who build something real, something lasting, are the ones who commit to the grind. They understand that mastery is forged in the unseen hours, in the moments of struggle and exhaustion when no one is watching. Success doesn't come from luck, and it certainly doesn't come from waiting. It comes from relentless consistency, from showing up every single day, putting in the work, and refusing to quit when the results don't appear instantly. Because eventually they will, and when they do, the only thing you'll regret is that you ever doubted the process. Excuses are the enemy of progress. Stop telling yourself you'll start tomorrow, that you'll wait for the right opportunity, that things need to be perfect before you begin. The perfect moment is an illusion. It doesn't exist. The only moment that matters is the one in front of you, right now. Every hour you waste is an hour you will never get back. Another step further from the life you say you want. The clock is ticking whether you take action or not. So the question is, are you going to let time slip through your fingers? Or are you going to use it to your advantage? Regret is a heavy burden to carry. Don't let your life become a series of what-ifs and if-onlys. Don't sit around reminiscing about what you could have done, what you should have started, how things might have been different if you had just taken action. The brutal truth is this: no one is going to do it for you. No one is coming to hand you your dreams, to push you toward your goals, to force you to take the steps you need to take. This is your responsibility. If you want something, go get it. It's that simple. The only thing standing in your way is your willingness to put in the time, to do the work, to refuse to quit when things get hard. I know it's not easy. I know there are days when you feel like you have nothing left, when the exhaustion kicks in, when the doubt creeps into your mind. But here's the truth. The biggest breakthroughs come when you push past that breaking point, when your body screams for rest, but you take another step, when your mind tells you to stop, but you refuse to listen. That's the moment you separate yourself from the rest. That's when you grow, when you strengthen your resolve, when you prove to yourself that you are not like the ones who give up. That's where champions are made. Mediocre effort will never produce extraordinary results. If you want to stand out, if you want to achieve something truly great, you have to be willing to do what most people won't. That's what makes the difference. The late nights, the early mornings, the sacrifices, the discipline. Every hour you put in is shaping you into the person you're destined to become. You might not see it now, but those hours are building something. They are pushing you further, making you stronger, preparing you for the success that is waiting on the other side of your effort. So stop waiting, stop hesitating, get up, get moving, take action. Because potential means nothing without execution. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is the work you're willing to do. So, what's your choice? Will you continue to make excuses, or will you step up and claim what's yours? The decision is in your hands. No one else can make it for you. But here's the truth. The more time you invest, the closer you get to the life you've always envisioned. And one day, when you look back, you'll realize that every late night, every early morning, every sacrifice you made was worth it. You'll see that the pain, the struggle, the relentless hours of effort weren't for nothing. They were building something. They were shaping you into the person you were meant to become. But don't get it twisted. The grind never stops. The moment you ease up, the moment you start coasting, you lose momentum. Success isn't about raw talent or luck. It's about endurance. It's about how much time and energy you're willing to invest when no one is watching. The ones who make it to the top aren't always the most gifted. They're the ones who refuse to stop, who stayed in the game long after everyone else had quit. Look at the legends, the greatest athletes, the most successful entrepreneurs, the icons who have left their mark on the world. They didn't get there by wishing, by waiting, or by hoping things would magically fall into place. They put in the work. When everyone else was sleeping, they were grinding. When others were making excuses, they were finding a way forward. They understood a fundamental truth. Greatness is earned, not given. And the price? It's paid in hours, in sacrifice, in relentless dedication. It doesn't matter where you started. It doesn't matter how many times you failed. What matters is what you do next. Success is a daily choice, a commitment to show up even when you don't feel like it. There will be days when your body is tired, when your mind is screaming at you to stop, when doubt creeps in and tells you that you're wasting your time. But those are the days that define you. Those are the moments that separate the average from the elite. When you feel like quitting, especially then, you must push forward. That's where growth happens. That's where you prove to yourself that you have what it takes. So get up, keep moving, put in the hours, because the life you want is waiting on the other side of your effort. Every hour you invest, every ounce of effort you pour in, is shaping you into a stronger, sharper, more capable version of yourself. You're not just working, you're laying the groundwork for something greater. Success isn't built on occasional bursts of motivation. It's built on consistency. It's not about being flawless every day. It's about showing up regardless of how you feel. The world doesn't reward excuses. It rewards results. And those results? They come from the relentless hours you commit when no one else is willing to. You can't expect to reach the top if you're only putting in half the effort. No one ever made history by standing on the sidelines, waiting for the right moment. Comfort is the enemy of growth. If you're just coasting, doing the bare minimum, you're not pushing yourself. You're not unlocking your potential. You're not evolving into the person you're meant to be. And just getting by, that's not enough. That's not why you're here. You have to raise your standards. You have to make every second count. Picture where you could be a year from now if you committed, truly committed, to putting in the hours every single day. No shortcuts, no waiting, just relentless action. It won't be easy, but nothing worth having ever is. The things that truly matter, the goals that set your soul on fire, require sacrifice, effort, and persistence. That's the price of greatness. I know the grind can feel endless. You put in the work and sometimes it seems like nothing is happening. You start to doubt. You wonder if it's even worth it. But let me tell you something. The results are coming. Just because you don't see them yet doesn't mean they aren't on their way. Every hour you grind is building momentum. Every rep, every lesson, every disciplined decision is pushing you closer to your goal. And when it all finally comes together, when the breakthrough happens, you'll look back and realize that every struggle, every sacrifice was leading you to this moment. The moment where you stand victorious, knowing that you earned it. Because while others made excuses, you put in the hours. The reality of success. Success isn't about luck, intelligence, or raw talent. The real difference between those who make it and those who don't? The hours. It's showing up when no one else does. It's working when you're exhausted, when it's inconvenient, when progress seems invisible. It's having the discipline to push forward, even when the world around you is moving slower than you'd like. When you commit to the grind, you gain something far more valuable than just success. You gain trust in yourself. You build unshakable confidence in your ability to follow through. You forge a work ethic that can't be broken. The hours you put in don't just get you closer to your goals, they transform you into the person who deserves them. That's what separates the winners from the quitters. Not perfection, not talent, just relentless action. So ask yourself, how much are you willing to invest in your own success? How many hours will you dedicate to building the life you say you want? Are you ready to stop making excuses and start putting in the time? Because here's the truth, the clock doesn't stop. Every hour that passes is either moving you forward or pulling you further from your goals. You cannot change your life without changing your actions. You cannot expect results if you're not willing to do the work. The hours you put in today are the foundation of the life you'll live tomorrow. They will propel you to greatness, but only if you commit. No more waiting, no more wishing. No more dreaming without action. The time to put in the hours is now. Put in the hours, or get left behind. You have the potential, but potential means nothing without action. Now get up, put in the work, make every hour count. Because in the end, success and failure come down to one thing: the hours you're willing to put in. Life doesn't wait for you to be ready. It doesn't wait for motivation to strike. It keeps moving, with or without you. If you're not putting in the hours, life will pass you by. The window of opportunity won't stay open forever. You either take it now or you lose it. Look at the people you admire. They didn't stumble into success. They weren't lucky. They put in the work. They sacrificed. They showed up when they didn't feel like it. They stayed up late, woke up early, and pushed through pain and doubt. They understood the truth. Success isn't built overnight. It's built hour by hour. The hours you put in today are shaping your future. Every moment of commitment, every decision to grind instead of making excuses, is building your destiny. The grind isn't glamorous. No one is cheering for you. No one is clapping. But this is what separates you from everyone else. This is what turns raw potential into undeniable greatness. Because dreams don't work unless you do. Now stop waiting. Stop talking about what you want and start working for it. Put in the hours or stay the same. Work smart. Work relentless. Win. Hard work alone isn't enough. You have to work smart. The right hours, the ones that move the needle. Cut the distractions. Focus only on what drives you forward. Failure? It's not the end. It's feedback, a lesson, a checkpoint on the road to success. The only way you truly fail is if you quit. Keep going. Always. Success isn't for those who dream. It's for those who show up. Every hour you put in is an investment. Every effort builds momentum. And momentum is everything. But listen, it's not just about putting in hours. It's about putting in the right hours. Be intentional. Be strategic. Time is your most valuable resource. Guard it. Successful people don't waste time. They prioritize. They execute. Plan your hours. Control them. Own them. Because how you spend them will define your future. Now stop waiting. Get to work. Put in the hours. No excuses. No regrets. There will be days when the grind feels pointless, when you question if the effort is even worth it. But success isn't instant. It's earned. Built hour by hour, rep by rep. You're not just working. You're becoming unstoppable. Every hour spent grinding is shaping your discipline, sharpening your resilience, and forging a mindset that refuses to quit. Most people wait. You work. While they hesitate, you push forward. While they make excuses, you make progress. Because you know success doesn't show up. It's built. Even when progress isn't obvious, every hour invested is stacking, compounding, moving you forward. So stop waiting. No more excuses. No more wasted time. Success belongs to those who put in the hours when no one's watching. The clock is ticking. Your future is waiting. What are you going to do about it?